So it's been recently brought to my attention that most people don't really know what to ask lawyers at their initial consultation. So here are a few questions that you guys are going to want to ask your lawyer the day that you meet them. Number one, you're going to want to ask them who will be handling my case. A lot of times the lawyer sitting in front of you is going to be the person that will be handling your case. But a lot of times lawyers get super overworked. They have a huge amount of clients, so they'll just pawn off a client to someone else at the firm, and you want to know exactly who's going to be handling your case for you. Number two, you're going to want to ask them straight up, how much is this going to cost me? And if they give you a huge range, like between $200 and $2,000, then you're going to want to ask them these two questions to better gauge. Number one, how many lawyers will be working on my case? If you have 3 to 4 lawyers working on your case, it's going to be a lot more expensive than having 1 to 2 lawyers working on your case, because every single lawyer working on your case is going to be billing you. So the more lawyers you have working on your case, the more expensive it's going to be. And number two, do you think that this case is going to go to trial, or do you think that we should just settle out or plea out? Going to trial is a very, very time-consuming, very costly process. Usually it takes a lot of work on a lawyer's part, and it's just very, very expensive. So if the lawyer thinks that it's genuinely going to go to trial, or they want to take it to trial, it's going to be a lot more expensive than just settling out or pleading out if it's a criminal case. After you've figured out how much this is going to cost you, you're going to want to ask them, how many cases have you handled similar to mine? No, you are not asking them what their specialty is in, because there can be a million different kinds of cases in one single specialty. You want to know how many cases they have handled that are similar to yours. Next, you're going to want to ask them what they think the biggest concern that they have about the case is. This is also super important, and you want to know what kind of doubts that they have about it. Also, you want to know what a lawyer is afraid of. Also going to want to ask them how often we will be communicating. One of the biggest things that lawyers get in trouble for with the state bar is a lack of transparency with their clients and not communicating with them. So you want to make sure that you set that standard early with your lawyer to make sure that you are able to have a transparent relationship with them and you guys are communicating as often as you need to. Last but not least, you want to make sure that you ask them if they've ever been in trouble with the state bar. And I know that that one also sounds kind of self-explanatory, but you'd be surprised the amount of lawyers that something bad happens with them and they just get a fine or a quick suspension. You want to know if your lawyer has ever been in trouble. That is something that's super important, because you don't want a lawyer that's been in trouble before. I've written out all my questions right here. You can screenshot it, send it to a friend, or screenshot it and save it.